bean and now my body still. Ain't now my body here. Look, I just popped the bean and now my body still. Ayo, savings in my jeans, so she riding it. Yeah, yeah. Fucking with my V's and we gon' fly the bitch. Yeah, yeah. Fucking with my G's and we gon' slide the bitch. Ooh, ooh. If I see a op, then I'm gon' slide the bitch. Ooh, ooh. We been outside like a pile of bricks. Ooh, ooh. Another op, that's an accomplishment. Ooh, ooh. I don't do no acting, but I got a Smith. Ay, I can't trust niggas outside, cause niggas enemies. Ay, you ain't never been in that field, that's a penalty. Yeah, niggas wait 9 months to slide, that's a pregnancy. Yeah, we ain't never in no flight, then you ain't kidding me. Lately I've been praying for my enemies, I promise. Kick her out the crib, she ain't with the train, I'm Thomas. Ran out of dope, had to set them fiends some common. Fuck a bitch to sleep, then I went off in her wallet. Too much money, I can't spend this shit on nothing. Pop the bean, I'm a body, bitch, I'm bustin'. Niggas know what's happening when we outside. Keep your pose, she get cold in the summertime. We don't play no games, put him in the ground like cleats. Blessing with this 40, he ain't even had to sneeze. I ain't gotta try, bitch, I'm rich, eat the cat like it was dinner. If I'm fucking on they sister, bitch, look, I just popped the bean and now my body still. Ayo, savings in my jeans, so she riding it. Yeah, yeah. Fucking with my V's and we gon' fly the bitch. Yeah, yeah. Fucking with my G's and we gon' slide the bitch. Ooh, ooh. If I see a op, then I'm gon' slide the bitch. Ooh, ooh. We been outside like a pile of bricks. Ooh, ooh. Another op, that's an accomplishment. Ooh, ooh. I don't do no acting, but I got a Smith. Cause we don't believe in that. It's too much money in my jeans, that's why I keep the strap. Niggas say that they gon' kill me, won't believe in cap. Drew the glizzy like I'm Breeze, where you breathing at? Ooh, where you sleeping at? Ayy, I'm where them heathens at. Ayy, oh you got the two, yeah, bitch we keepin' that. Ayy, too much money can't be slipping, they gon' leave me flat. Ooh, I want your head, I need your dough, you can keep the cap. Ooh, yeah. Look, I just popped the bean and now my body still. Ayo, savings in my jeans, so she riding it. Yeah, yeah. Fucking with my V's and we gon' fly the bitch. Yeah, yeah. Fucking with my G's and we gon' slide the bitch. Ooh, ooh. If I see a op, then I'm gon' slide the bitch. Ooh, ooh. We been outside like a pile of bricks. Ooh, ooh. Another act, that's an accomplishment. Ooh, ooh. I don't do no acting, but I got a Smith.
Take a bitch to break a nigga, pick your poison. I like money in my hands, ain't no romance. I'm so important, he know he ain't got a chance. I'm tryna figure out endorsements. Tiptoeing this Prada on the daily, and them forces know these bitches can't top nothing that I do. This shit too regular. I had to switch my number, he kept blowing down my cellular. Had to switch my niggas up, can't leave me cause I'm really hurt. Finance be finessing, you be stressing all the shit I curve first. You gotta turn your phone off to get next to me. Second, you gotta run that check so come correct with me. Third, I let him get a text, he get obsessed with me. So best believe anything I want, he get respectfully. I just took a shroom, I can feel it in my walk. I'm your bitch, favorite rapper, fell in love with how I talk. Please don't ask me when I'm free just to talk, baby, it costs. I ain't fucking with no niggas that need me, just knock it off. I'ma fire me a bitch and get another one the same day. Let my last bitch, cause we just wasn't on the same page. Let my last nigga, I just went and got an upgrade. Just did that shit with cookies, told my dog, you know the price raised crazy. I can't fall in love with none of these niggas, do them shady. Bitches say I'm fine, I told her you gon' have to pay me. Think about me broken, that's your chance for you to date me. Bitch, I think I'm Jay-Z, amaze me. I can take a bitch to break a nigga, pick your poison. I like money in my hands, ain't no romance. I'm so important, he know he ain't got a chance. I'm tryna figure out endorsements. Tiptoeing this Prada on the daily, and them forces know these bitches can't top nothing that I do. This shit too regular. I had to switch my number, he kept blowing down my cellular. Had to switch my niggas up, can't leave me cause I'm really hurt. Finance be finessing, you be stressing all the shit I curve.
Gotta watch your so-called friends now. You know the game ain't the same no more. I heard he taught him how to hustle, showed him how to get it, and he still found a way to back on. You told a bitch you not gon' die with me. Ooh yeah. I knew you want the homie, nigga. You just tryna ride the wave.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
on me. Nigga want me gone, you know that we all the die today.
Like no way. We rock you with the gang.
Burning bridges off the hip, now he a worthless living.
Okay.
When crossing bridges, it's a trip, we try and work the system.
Okay.
Rally whooping, Cuddy crippin', time to verse them niggas. Situations off the book, they got him booked, let's paint a perfect picture. Legendary, born a king by means necessary. Hereditary, safety first and never secondary. Still he crossed as number one and put in February. Cold-blooded with no love, slow processions through the cemetery. Seminary, bless the people with my emissary. Left them lost with some words that's out the dictionary. Die with me, no, no, that's not visionary. And we can all die today, so count your blessing, not my
Gotta
missionary.
watch your so-called friends now. You know the game ain't the same no more. I heard he taught him how to hustle, showed him how to get it, and he still found a way to backdoor him. He told the bitch, you not gon' die with me. Ooh yeah, I knew you weren't the homie, nigga, you just tryna ride the wave. And I keep that thing on me, on me. Nigga want me gone, we know that we all the die today.
It's cracking with y'all, it's cracking.
Brought up off of your heart and soul, taught the lay the path that I'm running. Shells flying like Arco. If you cross the path of my gun and bar, got a Drake 10 with a spark flow. Sun devil shining, I'm coming. Do it like Pee-wee from afar though. My respect for those who get money. Sideways of our side days, pray we change the ways of our youngest. Kind of like 9 ways to find 5 pays over crime pays, and that's nothing.
What's the temperatures like? No ghost watching, who is watching? What's up? Say hello.
I was Prince again with my youngest. Niggas still outside thugging. Gotta learn to watch these niggas
when you really out here hustling. We was deep down in these trenches.
They don't show no love here. Gotta be on your shit
cause it get rough, yeah.
Gotta watch your so-called friends now.
You know the game ain't the same no more. I heard he taught him how to hustle, showed him how to get it, and he still found a way to backdoor him.
You told a bitch you not gon' die with me.
Ooh yeah, I knew you weren't the homie, nigga, you just tryna ride the wave. I keep that thing on me, on me. Are we ready? Let's rock.
Hi, hello, wake up. You, yeah, wake up. I said wake up! Get your ass up! Get your ass up! Get your ass up!
Alright, but then wake up! Wake your ass up!
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Wake your ass up!
Get your ass up!
Wake your bitch ass up, Lucky Charms.
Wanna wake me up, I'm up. And I ain't know what you niggas do, shit about it.
Turn me up. Turn me up. Things just ain't the same for Potters. Yeah. Yeah. What's the vibes? What's the vibes? Oh man. Ooh, you gotta let that chord hit. But you was putting Peter Pan up in your room. Y'all fucking with whom? Allow me to retort. Niggas is just now learning that we taught. You niggas ain't know about a crime report, but a high speed. Yo, that nigga cooked this, nigga. Know about the things that came through the door like Herb beef for bread. Respect me and this bitch. Oh man. Oh man. Yo, he cooked that. He cooked that. He cooked that. He cooked that. What's crack-a-lackin', Scooby snacking? Are you working a night shift or something? How is this the Wake Up Pod? Hey man, this is that's just the brand, man. You know, Wake Up is not just simply like opening your eyes and getting out of bed after you done slept through the night. Wake Up has multiple multiple meanings. You know what I'm saying? You might just need to open your eyes, period, and pay attention to some shit. This is fitting. This is fitting, especially what I'm gonna talk about really quickly. We nip tuck tonight. Pause. Precision cutting. I'm not dillying around the topics today. I'm going in to talk about what I want to talk about, and I'm getting the fuck out of here to get to my family. That's that. But this is fitting for me to do this here on the Wake Up High because I feel like I've been woken up to some things that some things and ways I need to look at things moving forward for myself. I feel like that I'm gonna wake some other people up. I got woken up about some people's resumes. I got woken up about a few things. Just today. Today's about clarity. Today's about clarity for sure. They beat this fight. Anyway. What's up with y'all, man? What's cracking like Scooby Snap? I do appreciate y'all for being here. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you are here or there watching what I'm doing here. Whatever it may be, man. Shout out to y'all. My hair is in a tiffy. It's in a tiff right now because I just took it out from my respectfully RIP Nipsey Hussle. Had the Nipsey Hussle braids in, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my queen for doing my hair. But anyway, that's besides the point. What I came to talk to you guys about is about the conversations. What's up, Corey? How you doing, brother? How you doing, young brother? Good to see you. The conversation that's been plaguing the timelines lately. I'm not here to rehash like exactly the entire conversation about gatekeeping. That's not what I'm here to do. So don't be scared away for that. I'm not here to talk about who's a gatekeeper, who's not a gatekeeper. This is just a continuance of for one, this topic has been talked about way too long. The topic's been talked about way too long. If we're going to be completely real here, like we said on our podcast, which was not fully expressed on other platforms that clipped us up, was that what we came to the realization of was that, yeah, you could be a gatekeeper to whatever gate that you feel like you have, but what is your gate? Is it even important enough for you for people to want to come through your gate? Are you just keeping a gate that nobody gives a damn about? Okay. When some of you niggas, when y'all niggas walk home, when y'all niggas drive home from wherever y'all coming from, y'all jobs every day, when y'all drive home every day from y'all jobs, I'm sure y'all drive past numerous gated communities. And respectfully, you don't give a fuck about none of them gates because you don't want to go in that. You don't give a fuck. So I get it when brothers and sisters are out there saying like there is no real gatekeepers because they don't see any valid gates that a motherfucker would want to go through. So I get that. However, there was a pod last night, and today I consumed. I did, Corey, while you say that too, I did pull up some actual gatekeeping job posts in Arizona. I found 2 gatekeeper job postings. Okay, there were 2 companies. I think one of them was ABB. Shout out to ABB. I used to work for ABB. Great company when I worked there. But I think one of them was ABB. They're hiring for a gatekeeper. So there are gatekeepers in Arizona, and they are hiring for them. I don't know the other company, but like I said, ABB is hiring for a gatekeeper. So if you are looking to be a Arizona gatekeeper, definitely go hit up ABB and tap in with them for sure. Respect to them.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Respect to ABB and whoever else that is that's hiring for gatekeepers in Arizona right now. AKA receptionists. Niggas is glorified receptionists. That's crazy. All right. So today I consumed a 4-hour podcast from 2 people who I consider to be friends. Two-Tone the Superstar and DJI, right? They have a joint podcast that they're doing. I'm pretty sure it is just basically the Hatrix that's being done in a specific building, which is the RTU building. In their joint, their powers combined. It's for the Arizona Hip Hop Festival promotion for the Arizona Hip Hop Festival, the 10th annual Arizona Hip Hop Festival that is happening next weekend, I believe. next weekend, in 2 weekends, something like that. All right, I'm not here to talk about that. Anyway, on that podcast, there were some misconceptions about things that was said on the Caps and Crowns podcast, and I'm going to get to that in just a little bit, right? Because I want to save that for a little bit. However, it was dope because they actually had Bootleg Kev come on the podcast and speak about what was being said on the podcast. So I have a few clips here that I'm going to play because he said some great things. Like I said on the pod on Caps and Crowns last week, a week ago today, a week ago today, like I said on that podcast, I don't know Bootleg Kev, and I don't know his accolades in Arizona. I don't know. I just know that he has a national platform on his podcast, and that's that. Now, Bootleg Kev, like I said a few things about all of the shit that everybody was talking about. I have those clips right here. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Which one is this one? Let's see if this one is.
Every single week. Not because I told him, because he needs to play it, because it's hot. For example,
okay, we're going to save that one. We're going to save that one.
Not anybody, like, honestly, if anybody, I want to be very clear.
All right,
there's probably a handful of people on this planet that have the power to change your career like that. Okay? Period. I personally have done every single thing. Me, Bootleg Kev, my platforms. It don't matter if I've been on the radio. Hey, Google Bootleg Kev, Juice McCain, Taji Sharp freestyle and see who was freestyling on my radio show in Boise, Idaho in 2014 years ago. Okay? Who flew Juice and them dudes out to perform on our radio show in Boise, Idaho? The same show I booked Willie North Pole on right before The Connect was about to drop, but Tiffany took him off the show because she didn't understand radio promo at the time. So guess who filled in? Juice, a.k.a. Richie Evans. That's on YouTube from 2009. Every place I've ever been, every place, I put AZ the fuck on. Period. There is not another platform, especially a national platform, that has done more for Arizona hip hop than me. And that's not even a fucking debate. Yo, Merkham, your idol's Jadakiss, I need you to be 3 feet away from me because I'm going to pull you on camera and you're going to rap for Kiss in 90 seconds. That happened 6 months ago at the BET Hip Hop Awards. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo.
Hold up a second, because I want to point something out. Tone, my brother. You let that man come on your platform and say there is not one platform that can say they've done more for the state of Arizona, for Arizona hip hop, than his platform. That's a fact, Corey. That's a fact. And I'm going to get to that too. Let me get back to this. I think you should have challenged him on that, Tone. But maybe we could go
on and on and on. Look at all the rappers who have been on my shit. It ain't for the views. It costs me money. It costs me money to have people come on my platform. I got to pay my editors and shit. You think me having somebody who I just think is dope, like, J-Wop or PK the Poet coming up on my shit and ripping a freestyle, so it's not doing 100,000 views.
So Kev, respond.
Now, Bootleg Kev said this on his on Two Tone and Oz podcast last night. And to me, this absolutely cooked what Dalen was saying. Dalen is saying that these platforms haven't put people on. Bootleg Kev came down and just ran you a quick little glimpse of the things that he's been doing and saying that he's been putting on for Arizona everywhere that he goes. He also mentioned that he's was the one that linked and got V the Ruler linked with alumni. He also says that he's the one that linked Hovain with Emmett Dupree, or at least that Hovain hit him asking him about Emmett Dupree. And from that, again, Dalen, just to paint the picture, Dalen made a post yesterday. He posted three great white sharks and said that they're the reason why Arizona, or I don't want to misquote him. He said he posted those 3 picks and simply said, and y'all wonder why Arizona's not on yet. The 3 great whites that he posted was Justice, RTU, Matthew Ice. And for the record, I did start Matthew Ice. I did start the calling Matty Ice Matthew Ice because respectfully, I'm going to just call him Matthew because I just feel like Matty comes with a little bit of street cred and nigga, you ain't got nothing. Nonetheless, Matthew Ice, Justice RTU, and Bootleg Cav. Now, the narrative that people got from that is you saying that these platforms have not put on people, and there's I don't know if Dalen is copying to this or not, but it was obviously very coincidental that all 3 of these men were white. Okay, to that as well, Bootleg Kev also said this.
Not anybody, like, honestly, if anybody asks me about somebody from Arizona, I'm never saying nothing negative, especially if it's some like industry fools. Like, at the end of the day, bro, you know, all respect to Matty Ice, this ain't that, bro. Like, you can't pay to come on my fucking podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I just met Matty Ice in Vegas. I never met him before. Super sweet guy. Seemed like a really nice guy. Like, maybe, you know, I was like, you know what, Matty Ice is a cool guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got no. But this is a business model to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I've been supporting Arizona hip hop as long as I have had a platform, bro. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking Rocky Tirade did the intro for my radio show before, you know, I mean, him and I had our little issues, but like, yo, fucking this shit is like, it's not even a discussion. So with all due respect, if somebody out there thinks my nightclub or any nightclub has the power to change your rap career or the trajectory of it, I do mean this with all due respect. You have zero fucking clue as to how the actual music industry works.
Chilaquiles.
And I do mean that. People speak from a place of what they know, right? They know what they know, right? Just like I asked you, Tucson, are you a gatekeeper? Of course you are. You don't want to be called a gatekeeper. But of course you are. Of course you are, bro. But what does that even fucking mean? How about this? I don't have the power to be a gatekeeper in Arizona. And there's not a single soul in Arizona to actually be a real quote unquote gatekeeper. What I can do is I got my platform. I'm going to show love. I'm not going to show love to somebody just because they're from Arizona. I'm going to show love to people. Yeah, them being from Arizona might help because I might look at them and be like, all right, well, you're from AZ. Come on. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be dope. You got to be fire. You can't just have some like, yo, again, the Dan G example. Dan G ain't never been on my show. He's my real friend.
No.
He's my real friend. And he makes some cool, like, he's got a couple of records that are cool, you know what I'm saying? But like, he ain't never been on the Bootleg Cat podcast.
Okay, yeah. So he got into talking about that he supports dope music. He supports people that's dope. And even his friends who do music, he won't put them on his platform because if he doesn't like their music. Yeah, that is wild. So he said all of this on shout out to the Hatrix and DJ for that. That's where I got that clip from. He said all of this, and I think it debunks absolutely what Dalen was saying. Now, that's for Bootleg Kev. I have no defense for Matthew Ice. He can defend his fucking self. I don't give a fuck. Now let's go on to the other guy, Justice. Niggas can say whatever the fuck they want about Justice. I know for a fact that Justice puts people in positions to make money, and he does not hold them back. If we're talking about gatekeepers, Justice has never kept a gate from me that was available to me. That's a fact. Well, I guess I can't say that. He could have kept gates from me that I don't know about. But I know that there are opportunities that Justice absolutely did not have to funnel my way, that he did funnel my way, and that he also overcharged them on my behalf so that I can get a bag. I know this to be a fact. Justice is a friend, of course, but we were not friends. We were not friends before we started doing business. We started doing business with each other. He's cool peoples. I'm cool peoples. You put two people together that keep it real with each other, a friendship can be formed. So we formed a friendship through our business dealings. At this point in time where our friendship is now, if we stop doing business together today, I would still be cool with Justice. We would still be close friends. So people saying that that Justice doesn't put on for anybody, like, what do y'all want? What do y'all mean by put on? Like, y'all mean like get somebody a record deal? It's 2023. What the fuck is a record deal? What the fuck is a record deal? So putting on for people, they absolutely do put on for people. Tone does. Obviously, Bootleg Kev does through the numerous examples that he has said. And if y'all think he's lying, then obviously y'all can call those people. You can get in contact with V. You can get in contact with Emmett. You can get in contact with Richie. Some people can. And you can ask these people if Bootleg Kev is capping or not. So Bootleg Kev, they want a 360 and a chain is absolutely crazy. Have at it, brother. Have at that 360 and a fucking chain. But to be clear, there's only a handful of people. There's only a handful of people that if a record label came knocking on your door tomorrow, if they came knocking on your door tomorrow and said, we have a deal in place for you to take, there is very, 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 very few people, artists in Arizona that would know what the fuck to do with that. If you niggas was given right now $100,000 towards marketing your music as an opportunity for you to blow up, the majority of you niggas would have no idea what to do with it. You niggas would go buy a fucking chain and a pound of weed. And then at that point, a whole bunch of clothes, and you would focus more on the image than actually the business. Most of y'all wouldn't be ready. So as far as what Dalen said, and I have no issue with Dalen, anytime that we've ever interacted with people, and I've seen him multiple times, anytime we've ever interacted with each other, it's been cool. It's been cool vibes, never nothing like that. I hate speaking to people on the internet because we don't get to actually see each other's emotions and how we're talking and what we're saying. So it convolutes things and people get confused of how we're talking. So I hate talking via text message or on social media because that shit's played out. I hope that me and him get to have a conversation to clear the air. However, then the situation happened where DJ I name dropped Amanda, Miss Lovely from formerly RTU. I said RTU, I meant SDR. I apologize. My mistake on that one. And what was said, what she was basically doing was, if you're going to name Matty Ice, if you're going to name Justice, if you're going to name Bootleg Kev, who coincidentally are all white and who all have a platform, according to Dalen, who has never put anybody on, then what is the reason why Amanda can't be named on that list? That is what DJ I was saying. I don't believe that DJ I was trying to shade Amanda. I don't believe that she was trying to talk shit about Amanda. She was approaching Dalen from the sense of, hey, if you're going to use this criteria to talk shit about these three people, how come you won't talk shit about this person who matches every single criteria that all these other people match? And the reason why is because that's your friend and you don't see that person like that. So was it right? No, but I'm the type of person that when I see it, when there's an issue, I want to trace the issue back to its origin, right? Was it right for I to throw her name out there? No, but you also attacked her brother. You also attacked her brother, and you can't tell people how to react to shit. You can't tell somebody how they're supposed to react in the streets. If you shoot up somebody, the other side, they don't come shooting back. And a lot of times what happens when that is there's innocent bystanders. And again, you can't tell me I shouldn't have shot your shit up if you shot my shit up. And I'm speaking figuratively at that point. when y'all start throwing shade or talking shit about people, you and that person could get past that, but you also have to realize that they have loved ones that's going to defend them. You have to realize that. It's no way around it. There's no way around it. I have another clip here as well where Bootleg Kev challenged the artist in Arizona.
I challenge every single artist in Arizona to make a record that's hot enough for DJ Six to play every single week. Not because I told him, because he needs to play it because it's hot. For example, when Judge the Boss had that record, Hell Yeah,
right.
I was playing that bitch all over the country, whatever spot I was DJing at, let alone when I was DJing in Arizona. I lived in Florida when that.
So he's challenging all of you artists. If you want your music played in 1111, to go ahead and make a hit record. If you want that motherfucker played.
Anytime you putting something on somebody else, you weak as hell. If you gotta play,
we don't want to hear Futuristic in the club.
If you blame anybody for not having success, you weak as hell.
True.
That's just what it is.
You gotta look in the mirror.
Now this is Corey. That is Corey, not Corey of Caps and Crowns, but Corey of 1111, the club, the Park Club owner. He said if you blaming somebody else for what you got going on, then you weak as hell. Which I agree with. You shouldn't be blaming somebody else for what you going through. I got another clip, and I'm getting off with Bootleg Kev. Pause. This is what Bootleg Kev said about that.
If you're a local artist and you find yourself in a position to blame people for where you are in your career, you're never going to make it. I hate to tell you, you are very, like at the end of the day, in 2024, 2023, it's a straight to consumer market.
Oh my God, they got YouTube, they got streamers.
The marketplace will literally tell you, right? If you're buying a fucking sack of weed or a fucking line of lean or a Gucci belt, but you're not investing in your visuals, your social media person, your fucking music videos, your production.
They don't understand the business.
I see all these Arizona rappers with all this quote unquote money on Instagram trying to lowball my producer Tony Chalk or try to get him to do the fucking song for free. Oh, but y'all want to fucking go spend money on fucking bullshit that ain't got shit to do with your career and then wonder why you ain't got no motion. Because when the shit matters, you need to buy your beats, you need to buy your motherfucking your visuals. You want to fucking try to get it for free or cut corners. That's not how that shit works.
I got one last thing to say too, Boo. Just because you've got a microphone does not qualify you to be a rapper.
A lot of these rappers are rapping as a hobby. This is their hobby. This is their hobby.
Just like all the basketball players inside of LA Fitness say
it's their hobby. It's a lot of LA Fitness rappers.
They are not. They are not.
A lot of LA Fitness rappers out there, man. What type of rapper are you? Are you really about that? Are you really putting all your effort into it? Are you putting all your money into it? Are you sacrificing the new PS5 so that you can buy a new beat pack and get a video shot by a pristine fucking videographer? Or are you going out there? Did you spend while you're supposed to be chasing a rap career? Did you go out there and spend $1,000 on $1,500 on the PS5 the day that it dropped? Did you do that? When you are faced with the opportunity to put money into your craft or to put money into something else that you don't need, which road did you go down? Which path did you choose? You did what, Corey? You went and spent that $1,500, didn't you?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Blueface can't rap with tax. Blueface can't rap, but it don't matter. It don't matter. At the end of the day, when I was talking to Dalen about that, he kept referencing a Mexican woman, a Mexican girl that I support. And Tone and I told me that he's obviously talking about Jada Pink, who I did not know was Mexican. I thought she was black. But I spend some of Jada Pink stuff. I don't play or support it as much as Tone does. And a lot of people will speculate as to why he supports so much. But I appreciate Jada's music. I don't think that it's whack. Some people do think it's whack. But here's what everyone has to understand, especially the artists. Music is subjective. It's art. It's art. Art in its essence is subjective. Everyone's not going to like the same thing. It doesn't matter if you think it's whack. So for you niggas to say, oh, well, your platform, y'all support whack music on your platform. So do you even support my platform? So if you don't support my platform or consume my platform, then why are you even worried or concerning yourself with whose music I play or whose videos I play? Even the reference about me supporting the Mexican girl is based off of seeing probably the first video, because I opened the show up with it. It wasn't because it was somewhere deep in my pod and I talked about it and promoted it. It was because I probably opened the show up with it. So again, if you don't support my pod, then what does it matter to you who I support? Why are you even concerning yourself with that? Also, again, it doesn't matter that you think that person's music is whack. I think Sexy Red is trash. I think that she does not make good music at all. But she popping. Why? Because some people like her music. So it don't matter. Even me as an artist, I know everybody's not going to like my music. I had somebody tell me that my latest EP wasn't really any songs because there won't really no hooks. So I really didn't even make that album for the consumption of everyone else. So I think Silk the Shocker is by far the absolute worst rapper to ever grace the hip hop community. My wife was playing the Maya song, the Maya record, Moving On with him the other day, and it's disgusting. It's disgusting how he can't find the cadence. It's absolutely terrible. But that nigga went platinum. That nigga got accolades. Silk the Shocker was popping. The ladies loved him. There was some niggas that respected him, whether it was because they respected him or they respected his brother P. Whatever reason it is, he was popping. Doesn't matter that I think he was whack. It doesn't matter who thought he was whack, because at least 1 million people thought he was fire. How many people think you fire? Does it matter how many people think you're not fire? As long as you begin to accumulate people that do think you fire. Stop focusing on who's not messing with you and focus on who is messing with you. Same thing with the artists and the platforms. If you dislike a podcast or a radio station, whatever it may be, because they not rocking with you, so what? Then don't worry about them. Go find another radio station or podcast that'll rock with you. Y'all not finna get me started on Silk the Shocker. Silk the Shocker is fucking trash. His music is horrible. While we at it, we could go ahead and cancel a lot of that No Limit music. I listened to Make Them Say the other day. Absolutely garbage. Absolutely garbage. Outside of Mystical, come on, man, get that song out of here, bro. Get that whole No Limit. Nobody still listens to No Limit's music. How many of you niggas got No Limit in your playlist right now? And I'm not talking about Snoop. I'm not talking about the one-off niggas. Y'all niggas do not listen to No Limit. It's whack. That whole era of New Orleans music, that era of New Orleans music is an anomaly in hip hop. Absolutely no longevity, no replay value. And Mr. Cool is a predator. Crazy. Make him say was trash. Listen to that. Y'all just go back and listen to that record. Nonetheless, there was also so I just want to put a cap in the whole Daylon topics and stuff like that. Again, you can't get on people and for their reaction. You have to when you come in at people, you have to anticipate that there will be a reaction to it. And you have to anticipate that there might not be a favorable reaction to it. Okay? The whole situation with Tone, and Merkham's. I don't mean to dread shit back up, but there was an action or multiple actions, and then there was a reaction that became in the form of a diss record that was not liked, and then there was some posts and everything like that. While again, those two people are my friends. We were a group, I guess, per se, at that time. I told them then, hey, that's how you reacted. That's how I reacted to what everybody was doing. So, nonetheless, whatever. I think that Amanda caught a stray. Now, I'm in a unique perspective to talk about this because I have a relationship with Amanda and Justice, right? I was at SDR and I also was at RTU, I guess you could say, right? I guess you could say that. I did have a show at RTU for a little bit. But I worked with SDR for years, 2006 to like 2016. I'm sorry, 2016. Amanda's a good person. She's put me in she's opened her doors to people like me and have given me a platform to grow a voice. A lot of who VA Verse is in Arizona and whatever, and I'm not saying I'm a big personality or nothing like that, but whatever the gravity of who I am in Arizona, I owe a nice portion of that to okay, first of all, God opens all the doors for me. I want to say that because I never want to disrespect. Never want to disrespect my OG. But I through her, I definitely had some opportunities, and I appreciate her for that. She opened her doors, allowed me to hone my craft. I produced numerous podcasts, and I put in a lot of work at SDR. And I would even venture, whether or not anybody else agrees with it, I would even venture to say that through my work and my time that I provided, I paid my way while being at SDR. Thoughts and prayers. Thought I was talking to you. Put on it. Okay. So she's done a lot for artists. I know she's done things for J. Rob the Chief. I know there are other artists that have their first interviews with SDR, have gotten content created with SDR, have done shows with SDR. And even the hip hop festivals has benefited from help from SDR and their crew as well. I was part of the efforts with SDR and RTU as well. So she's a cool person. I know that her and DJI aren't really tight. They don't have a relationship at all. And again, I know for a fact that DJI did not mention Ashley's name or did not mention Amanda's name in an attempt to attack her. It was an attempt to say, why are you attacking these people for what you're attacking them for when you have a friend that meets all of these criteria? So yeah, no, fact. That's what I meant. Through this person, God provided me opportunities to to hone my craft in. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to take no credit away from her, but all of the credit, all the praise go to God for always. I've also had a lot of opportunities with Justice as well. And these two opportunities are separate things. So, you know, there was even mentions in the comment section of said post that I'm talking about where it was kind of said as if what I did with SDR paved the way for me to do what I'm doing with RTU. That is not a fact. That is factually incorrect. I've had one thing that I've done with RTU that I did with SDR, and that was that one radio show I had. Shout out to my people, my family, Corey, and Tiff. Tiff, not Tiff. We had a show there briefly, Money Where Your Mouth Is podcast, music review podcast where we review music. We did that very shortly. We put money in artists' pockets. At some point, even gave away $1,000 cash to somebody's Cash App. That's a fact. That's a proven fact that no one ever talked about after we did it. Nonetheless, that is the only thing that I did over there that I did with SDR, and that had nothing to do with SDR. That was because of DJI. That was Corey's show. Who through Corey and DJI. Parlayed that with Justice for us to be on that platform. And I came over there as pretty much, I was a personality on the show, but I was pretty much there to produce the show for the most part. I was there to run the cameras and the board and produce the show, make us look great. That was my job there. So mainly that was my job, to produce the show and to be the creative director of the show. I taught myself through YouTube University and just through experience, I taught myself how to be a graphic designer. I taught myself how to be a videographer. I invested in the tools that I needed to do these things, and through God, my talent came out. And I realized, hey, I have a calling towards creative design and creative filming. That is not something that was manifested through any of my dealings with SDR. So while I do appreciate all of the opportunities in media that SDR provided for me, and that's why I might be where I am now potting, the two, SDR and RTU, have no connection. Nobody in SDR plugged me with RTU. That was actually DJI. Nobody with SDR taught me how to do the things that I do to make money at RTU. That was me. So I just want to clear that misconception up, that's not how that happened. What I do with RTU actually feeds my family. And I mean this in no disrespectful way at all to SDR, to Amanda. I did not have money opportunities with SDR. I have had an abundance of money opportunities with RTU. And it's not to compare the two platforms. That is to say that while we are trying to say that this person who is Justice does not give back or does not put people on, you motherfuckers tell the IRS that. Y'all tell the IRS that Justice doesn't get me paid for my services. Tell them that, because I have to pay taxes on my business. People say there's no Arizona hip hop economy. That's a fucking lie. That's a lie. Again, tell the IRS, hey man, stop taxing Verse, stop making him pay taxes on this income because there is no Arizona hip hop economy. That's a lie. Justice is a huge. Justice and RTU, I want to say this always, but I don't want to take any credit from any of the people that do work behind Justice at RTU, but he is a big portion of the Arizona hip hop community's not funding, but economy. If Justice and RTU stop operating today, there would be a large chunk of the Arizona hip hop economy that would be missing. I'm not saying niggas is gonna go broke. I'm not saying niggas is not gonna make no money. There's no niggas is gonna be out of their homes and be homeless. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that because I want to be clear. If there was no more RTU and the hip hop festival and all of the festivals that they do, there would be a large chunk of the economy missing from the Arizona independent hip hop scene. There would be a large chunk of people who would not perform at all. There would be a large chunk of people who would not have eyes to see them perform. Vendors, food trucks, videographers, graphic designers, DJs, security, bartenders, club owners, painters are there, all types of vendors there, dispensary companies there. All these people are making money at the Arizona Hip Hop Festival. My cousin and my brother fly out from Virginia and make money off of the Arizona Hip Hop Festivals. Now, if y'all want to start talking about intention, then what the fuck are you really talking about? Because what do you know what's in somebody's heart, right? You don't know what's in somebody's heart. You don't know what's in the next man's heart. So if y'all want to talk about what maybe Justice's intention is, go ahead and have at it. That's assumption. That's hyperbole. That's something that you cannot prove unless you ask him and he tells you that my intention is to bleed this culture dry and feed my family with it, and I don't give a fuck about nothing else. But let me tell you something. Even if Justice said that today, does it change the fact that he has provided opportunities for other people to make money? Does that change that fact? If I say, yo, I got this. If I say, yo, I got this record deal, there's people that's talking about a record deal, and I want to give it to you, and I'm plugging you in. I'm plugging you in so that I can, so that they can see that I pick the right artists, that I pick dope artists, and they can come to me again as an A&R to focus on the music. Like they said, if I pick a dope artist that succeeds, then I can be an A&R at this label. So I choose you. I choose you because I think you'll be successful. I picked you to get a record deal so that I can get employed as an A&R. I did it for me. I chose you for me. Does that change the fact that I put you in a position to succeed? We're talking about semantics. Like y'all talk, and again, we're talking about shit that nobody can prove. I think that it's wild when us as black people attack white people because they're white. I think that's wild. I don't like it. It's nasty. Every time I see it, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. Because there are black platforms out here that haven't put people on. But why did that post just have 3 white people on it? For what? You got to treat people how you want to be treated. If those roles were reversed, and there was a white person just attacking black people, niggas would be in an uproar. So why is that? Like to me, I don't like it. It's strange to me. People are so infatuated with it. They're so infatuated. Blaze is stupid. They're so infatuated with pointing out someone to be a bad person. To be a bad person. I'm gonna warn you right now, HD. Keep whatever energy that you got going on in my chat, keep it away from Simone Zona Robinson. Keep that shit away from my fucking queen. Nigga. I don't care if she addressed you. I don't care if she tagged you. I don't care. Whatever shit you got, whatever energy you got in those comments, respectfully, my nigga, I'm just telling you now, keep that shit away from my queen. Do not address her in any fucking negative energy at all. I appreciate you. Thank you, sir. Now, back to what I was saying. I think that we have to protect our allies. We have to protect our white allies. And this is all across the board, not just in hip hop. But when you have people that are putting our people, per se, in positions to succeed and to better themselves, then my nigga, those people need to be respected. They need to be those people need to be protected. Based on the shit that Kev said, Bootleg Kev needs to be protected. Based on what I know about Justice and my dealings with Justice and what other people have said about Justice, Justice needs to be protected. Based on what I know about what Amanda does for the community and the other artists and how she'll give people her last and open up her doors for people, needs to be protected in this community. We can't just allow people to just go attack these people just because they're white. They can't change that. But what they can do is continue to be a great example of somebody of a guest in our community doing what they can to advance the culture. We got to stop that reverse racism shit. We have to stop that. Because it gets us nowhere. All it does is just alienate people who are trying to walk with us and not against us. Justice walking to the police. Y'all are stupid in the chat, by the way. Y'all are stupid in the chat. Walked into there, gave a bag, and said, shut the whole block down. Never seen nothing like that. Then the one right before the pandemic shut down a couple of blocks in front of the sheriff's office, in between the sheriff's office and the jail. Some of those people were performing in front of the same office in jail that they did time in. What are we talking about? These are the people why Arizona's not on? It's people that it's the same because not many artists that are in Arizona have not performed at an RTU event. You'll be hard pressed to find any artist in this that's been in Arizona for multiple years who has never performed at an Arizona hip hop event. I'm at a RTU hip hop event. All of you niggas have graced that stage. So for you, all of you niggas to talk shit about the stage that provided you an opportunity, whether you paid or not, I know for a fact that some of you people benefit from being at the Arizona Hip Hop Festival. Some of y'all walk through the door with nobody came with you, and then there's 50 people attentively watching you on the stage, and they're watching you only because their person that they came for is going on after you. That is a fact. That happens. So, again, these people that provide opportunities need to be protected. If you got a valid slight with somebody, y'all got a personal issue with each other, that's cool. And again, I don't want this to seem like I'm piling on Dalen because I don't have any fucking animosity is the word I'm looking for. I don't have any animosity for Dalen. I like his I think he's a talented artist. I think he's a unique artist. I know that he is in a situation right now where he's gonna have some opportunities, and I like that. I see that, and I hope and I wish that that man has all the peace, love, and prosperity with his shit going forward. But we have to stop the nonsense. We have to protect the allies who are being attacked simply because of the color of their skin. Because if we're putting, again, I'm not defending Matthew Ice, because just like Bootleg Kev said, this is a business for him. This is a business model for him. I don't think that Matthew Ice has any connection or love for the Arizona hip hop community. I think he just looking at how he can make a bag. That's how I feel about Matthew. But based on what Bootleg Kev said, if that's facts, you got no right to talk about that man and say he's the reason why niggas not on. Based on what Justice has done for the Arizona hip hop community, you have no right to talk about that man and say he's the reason why niggas not on. DJ I proved her point. The outrage that y'all have when she brought up Amanda's name, that was the point she was trying to prove. Because we have no right to talk about her either. So the fact that y'all came to the defense, that's the exact same reason why people are coming to the defense of Justice and Kev. Because you can't just say shit just to say it. And then niggas want to say the truth hurts. What truth? What truth? I used to say this thing all the time back in the day. People used to be like, real talk. And they would say that after saying the most false shit ever. Niggas would say the most false shit ever, and then right after saying that's real talk, nigga. It wasn't. It wasn't. You just said some fake ass shit that don't mean nothing. Wow, bro. Wow, we got to respect. We got to respect, and what Tone said, pay your fucking legends. And by pay your legends, it don't just mean give them money. It means pay them, give them their flowers, pay them the dues that they owe, the respect that they owe for what they've done. All the legends, not just the great whites. Pay them their respect. Don't treat these people like they've done nothing. They've done plenty. If Justice stop supporting Arizona, stop doing hip hop shit today, he's done enough to have a fucking plaque on the wall, to have his jersey in the fucking rafters. Fact. Y'all like the great whites? Oh, man, bro. Man, bro. I want to say shout out to Tone and I consumed that 4-hour podcast. It was long as shit, but I consumed the whole podcast. And it was an amazing show. But man, there was some shit that y'all said, man, that the way the narrative was being painted, I did not like it. I told DJ that I was offended. I was. I felt like the way that the narrative was painted with the clips and what was clipped up, what was left out, I just feel like it kind of painted the picture a little wrong. Let me go to one right
podcast, here. They were saying that's ran by VA Verse, Corey S, that's and me. Many. They had Checking Traps on there from OTS, Grammy nominated producer. They also had Karan on there from the PNW Network, and Slew Khalik up in there. They was in there talking kind of spicy, man. They just disagreed. They disagreed with what we were saying.
They disagreed, but yet they saying the same shit that we saying.
Right.
Like, make it make sense.
Right.
Or did y'all just go on there just because y'all wanted to just be against us? Instead of just say you fucking agree. Just say you agree, my nigga.
Yeah, essentially we all agreed. Here is a clip. I'm trying to find one of the clips on this podcast. Hold on.
You can't because if you do give it away, it waters down what you're giving people access to. I want to say this really quickly because what they said there right before he started playing the clip was that essentially we all agreed. So my question to them would be, if essentially we all came to the same conclusion, then why is it being highlighted what we said in disagreement with you? Right? Like if I go into first grade and when I first come into first grade, I don't know how to add, right? I don't know if that's when they teach that or not. I don't know how to add, right? At the end of first grade, I know how to add. Why would you bring up the fact that in first grade, at the beginning of the year, I didn't know how to add? Well, nigga, I know how to add now. So if anywhere in the pod we disagreed, or it seemed like we disagreed, if eventually we got to the point where we agreed, then why are we discussing the parts we disagreed on? Why are we just not discussing and furthering the conversation on the points that we agreed on? Let's continue.
Okay, so they said there wasn't no gatekeeping.
That's not true.
But this is VA verse saying you just can't give away the game.
That's not true.
Listen,
you can't because if you do give it away, it waters down what you're giving people access to. If you give it to everybody, then it's like the state of hip hop right now. Bro, so many niggas can get access to the game now. It's like it's watered down what being a hip hop artist in the industry.
Niggas hit you and I.
Now then that part right there, what was about to happen right after that. What was about to happen right after that was the clip was snipped and it skipped a part of after what I was saying or whatever was said after that and jumped into another part. Right. I don't like when that happens. I feel like that's media games, and I'm a media personality, so I know those games. I played those games. I've clipped up things to fit a narrative. Now what I said is not true. We as a whole, and again, if you're saying they, and you're talking about the people that was on the podcast, and I'm assuming that I'm part of they, and if you don't exclude me, then I'm included. That's how I feel. If you feel like I shouldn't feel that way, then I disagree with you. If you say they and you're pointing at a group of people and I'm in that group of people, I'm thinking you're talking about me. So again, I talked to I about it. She said that what we talked about, that was what we talked about. Nonetheless, when they're saying they wanted to get on there just to disagree with us, and I'm like, well, we didn't disagree with you guys. I could have sworn that we agreed, whatever it may be. And when it says they got up there to say there was no gatekeeping. I never said there was no gatekeeping. Or at least that wasn't where I landed my plane. I didn't land my plane on there's no gatekeeping. Right. So also Tone said that VA verse is saying that you can't just give away the game. That's not what I was saying. I am not a person who doesn't believe that you can give away game. I believe you can give away game. If you don't have time or if you don't feel like doing it, whatever it may be, that's one thing. But I think that the game is to be told. I think that it is very valuable for all of us to give the game to each other. What I was saying was that when you have connections, when you have opportunities, you can't just provide everyone with your opportunities that you have, because it waters down the opportunity that you have here. That you're giving. If I have, and I'm just using a random person, right? If I'm trying to use somebody that ain't got no crazy shit on their name because it's hard nowadays, goddamn. If I have an industry connect, goddamn, I'm trying to think of niggas, but all these niggas is nasty in the media right now. Let's just say I have a connection with 50 Cent. Let's just say 50 Cent. 50's my nigga. Let's say I have a connection with 50 Cent and 50 owes me a favor. He owes me a few favors. If I start calling 50 day after day, if I start calling 50 day after day saying, yo, I got this artist, I got that artist, I got this artist, I got that artist, at some point, 50's gonna stop listening to me. I'm not saying that. I won't go there. 50's gonna stop listening to me. He's not gonna provide the opportunities for me, for the people that I'm pushing towards him anymore, because I just keep throwing random people at him. So I'm gonna use that connection in a way where in a situation where I actually think it's gonna work out, where I actually think it's gonna go. What I was saying was, just like in hip hop right now, so many people have access to make music and put music out. It's watered down. The fact that you're a rapper is watered down. It doesn't mean anything that you're a rapper now, because everybody's a rapper. So I wanted to make that clear, that I don't believe that you shouldn't just give out game. You should give people the game. You should give people your knowledge. Knowledge is to be shared. Your knowledge and your experiences, you're supposed to have those so that you can help people. That's what I believe in. And I was not saying anything contrary to that at all. Yes, Queen. Absolutely. I know that things get clipped up. I know Tone. I know how he does his show. Again, I started off, before I started coming down this path, saying that it was a great show. I enjoyed it. It was entertaining. It was dope that they had Bootleg Kev on, that they had the homie Corey on as well. I know that shit. I know the media games. I know shit gets clipped up so that you can entertain, and you can provide the viewers with an experience based on what you want to go off of. But I do feel as though when you have relationships with people, I just feel like there should be a different code, to where you're at least making sure that person that you have a relationship with is not being misrepresented. I felt as though that I was being misrepresented, or I felt like I was being bunched, and I hate getting bunched in with people that I didn't do shit. I hate that. I hate when niggas they me into some shit. I hate when niggas they me into some shit. I be like, we, French, what? Who's speaking French? I had nothing to do with that. Whatever Quran said, whatever Check and Trap said, those are two grown-ass men that said what they said, and I said what I said. And I feel like those things were separate, and I feel like I was grouped in and misrepresented. And I was offended because of the people that I felt like was doing it to me. Them the new pronouns now. Those are new pronouns, them and they. I felt like I deserved more grace in that situation, or just better handling for myself. Now, was that their intentions? I don't think so. I told me specifically that was not her intentions. Her intentions was to talk about Quran and Check and Traps, not to talk about me and Corey. So again, something happened that I just completely disgusted me. This completely disgusted me.
If I feel like he the best, I just feel like he the best. That don't mean I'm playing favorite.
Nigga, how in the fuck, respectfully, how in the fuck is Atari Stackhouse in any conversation? I love Atari Stackhouse.
Listen, I'm glad. I knew I was praying to God we got to this part of the conversation. Nigga, Atari like that.
You did not think
Atari is like that. Atari is like that.
This phone is
no, because that's the artist that me and Verse was talking about when we was like, bro, you don't need to be in favor with them. Like, stop trying to be in. Just do what you're doing. Nigga, Atari is like that.
Go ahead and post Ray Vaughn's comments on that motherfucker, because that's exactly.
I hate on his career. Talking about he don't need people. Yes, nigga. In this industry where fucking the city girls is flopping, yes, Atari Stackhouse needs niggas. Atari needs to be on the late hour show with Yogi where they smoking Black and Mounds back to back to back to back, two back, back, Black and Mounds. Everybody needs niggas, bro.
I respectfully disagree because he makes good music. Atari's music is fire. Like Atari is super duper talented.
Acquired taste though. Bootleg Kev said Jerry
that's fair.
Stackhouse.
I'm not here to shove Atari down niggas' throat, but that's fair.
Whoa. Okay, we're not gonna address that, Karan, because that was wild. Man, I just felt like that was completely uncalled for, man. So on my podcast, and I'll give niggas the history of where that came from. On Caps and Crowns last week, I mentioned an artist. Who I did leave unnamed. I left that artist unnamed on purpose. I said that there was an artist that me and Corey was working with, and that when we were trying to help that artist, trying to get their buzz up and just trying to coach that person into taking the next step in his career. And I said that during that time we was working with that artist, he kept mentioning DJ and kept asking why DJ didn't fuck with him. And what me and Corey told, or I'm gonna just say what I told him, because me and Corey were in the meetings, but I can't say that Corey said this. I'm not trying to hide nothing that Corey said or might have said. I'm speaking for myself. I don't know if Corey agreed or said this or not, but I know that I told him, you don't need DJ. Now, I don't know. I haven't spoken to I about this particularly, so I don't know if I took offense to me saying that. I want to say to you, I, that I didn't mean that in a way where I'm trying to downgrade your importance. I wasn't trying to downplay your importance to the culture. You know how I feel about your where you stand in the culture. You know how I feel about where your career can go if you stay out of the tabloids per se. I think that you are a valuable person in Arizona hip hop. And I think that's why a lot of people are fixated on having you listen to their music and fuck with their music. So that wasn't to say that. What I was trying to say, and what I was saying, it wasn't like I don't change what I said. I don't change what I said at all. What I said was what I said. And what I meant by that was there are other people that you could be focused on that can help out your career. Now, Tone, I just felt like for Tone to say, like, there's no conversation. What did he say exactly? I'm sorry. I don't want to misquote him.
If I feel like he the best, I just feel like he the best. That don't mean I'm playing favorite.
Nigga, how in the fuck, respectfully, how in the fuck is Atari Stackhouse in any conversation?
How in the fuck is Atari Stackhouse in any conversation is absolutely fucked up thing to say. Now he said respectfully, which doesn't necessarily mean that you're about to say something respectful. I just don't feel like you can, if that's how he feels, that's how he feels. He can stand on what he said as his truth. I do think that this is why we're here. This is my point of view and where I stand on this. And this is who I've always been, even when we did all of the shenanigans when we were all together with Black Media. The reason we're here, the reason I'm here, the reason my platforms are here and exist in the Arizona hip hop community are to elevate the culture. That is my goal. My goal is to elevate the culture. I don't want to see none of you niggas harmed. I don't want to see none of y'all fail. I don't want to see none of y'all careers end. That's evident in the way that I move. Me and I've had tiffs with artists and we don't fuck with each other no more. And after that, I still spin a record. This is a proven fact that you can ask the people in Black Media. After I fell out with Smokey Dollar, after I found out that him and DJ Swerve were talking about me behind my back, calling me bitches and shit like that behind my back. After that, I pressed for Smokey Dollar's Body Song to be considered as one of the best songs of 2023. I want to elevate the culture. I don't want to see anybody lose. So it's our job to put these artists in conversations. That's what we do on pods. We talk, right? We talk. We have conversations. On most of my pods, I have somebody here with me. I have conversations with them. I have conversations with people in the chat. Tone usually does the Hatrix by himself. Sometimes he has I on. When Black Media was first flourishing, he had a multiple bevy of a plethora of people on his show. And they had conversations. So it's our job to talk these people up. It's our job to talk about you artists. You can take it how you want it, but without the media personalities, who are really talking about you niggas? Who are really talking about y'all? It is our job to talk about y'all, to make y'all relevant. So for Tone to be like, there's no conversation where Atari should be involved, that's crazy because Atari is talented. And we know how this game works. We know how this game works. The talented people are going to fall below other people who might get more praise or who are more popular, whatever it may be. So when somebody's got the talent, that's why me and Corey started working with him to try to get the work ethic there and to get get him to focus his finances in specific places. And I hate that I'm talking about shit we did behind the scenes, but I'm defending somebody who I think is a good person, who I know is a good person, who I know likes Two Tone, who likes DJ I, and wants them and cares about what they think about him and his music. He cares. And again, I and Tone are my friends. I is a really good friend who has opened some doors for me and never shortcuts me on paying me for my services that I provide. Never shortcuts me. Y'all, we can't just shit on people. We can't just speak freely and diss people, whether it's intentional or not. We just got to be careful with the way that we speak, because there's power in the tongue. There's power in your words. There are people watching that. There are people watching that who might not have heard about Atari Stackhouse, who y'all named. And now they're saying, now the first thing they heard about him is that his name shouldn't be in no conversations, which is wild to me. Again, because he's good people, he's talented, and he respects you guys. I just felt like that was in poor taste. Now, whether you meant it salaciously, you didn't mean it to really to take a dig at him, or whether you meant it differently than how it came out, it was just something that just really I did not like. I didn't like it. And your show is successful. You're a successful person. Y'all a successful person. I'm using the they word because you didn't say nothing. You just laughed. Tone, I didn't like it, bro. I felt like that was fucked up. I feel like Atari did not deserve that. And again, as I wrap this up, what you said there was that, I want to talk about that too. What you said there is that niggas need, let me just go ahead and make sure I got your words correctly.
Love Atari Stackhouse.
Listen, I'm glad. I knew, I was praying to God we got to this.
If you love somebody, you can't say that. You can't say that. You can't say respectfully, and then you can't hit niggas with the diss sandwich. You can't hit niggas with the diss sandwich and think it's cool because some niggas gonna see some niggas gonna see the meat in between the bread. You can't give a nigga a compliment or say something nice, then throw something messed up in there and then say something nice at the end and expect the nigga to eat that and be good with that sandwich you just served him up. Respectfully, Atari Stackhouse shouldn't be put in no conversations. And I love him. Hold up, wait. No, respectfully. No. No, after that. No, I love you. No. Before that. In the middle of that sandwich. What's that? Is that baloney? That's baloney. Don't put no motherfucking baloney on my sandwich, man.
You,
nigga,
bro,
Atari
you
like
did
that.
not, you did not think Atari
is like that. Atari is like that.
Lucky this phone is.
No, because that's the artist that me and Verse was talking about when we was like, bro, you don't need to be in favor with them. Like, stop trying to be in. Just do what you're doing.
Y'all hate
nigga,
on his
Atari
career.
is like that.
Go ahead and post Ray Vaughn's comments on that motherfucker, because that's exactly.
Y'all hate on his career. Talking about he don't need people. Yes, nigga. In this industry, where fucking the city girls is flopping, yes, Atari Stackhouse needs niggas. Atari needs to be on the late hour show with Yogi where they smoking Black and Mouths back to back to.
I disagree. Now, I'm a person, you could call it semantics or whatever it may be. That's cool. I'm a semantic guy. I'm a person of definitions, right? When you say need, I need water to survive. I need water to survive. I need the Lord to watch over me. I need food to live. I need air in my lungs. Niggas don't need a person to help them get on. Could he use DJ Oz support, Two-Tone support, the late hour show support, Caps and Crown support, 1111, bootleg Kev Justice, all of these people that I've talked about? Could you niggas use these people? Absolutely. You could use them, yeah. They could help you in a sense to get you something, sure. But do you need these people? No. You don't need these people at all. You don't need none of these people to blow up. I get what you're saying. The level that Atari Stackhouse is on, he can benefit. The level that I'm on, I can benefit from what you guys can provide for me, from what the next person can provide for me. But do I need them? Absolutely not. If I met a fucking A&R from Def Jam Island, Def Jam tomorrow that wanted to put me in some room with some producers and some record label execs, I can blow up. Atari Stackhouse can get his music popping in the UK and become a success. He doesn't need any of the people that I talked to. None of you niggas need these people. You don't need me. You don't need Tone. You don't need I. You can do it without these people. And I don't say that to be disrespectful to anybody and what they can bring to the table. Yes, you can bring it to the table, but nigga, you not the table. You're not the table. The table still exists whether you're sitting at it or whether or not you brought something to it. None of us are the table. And which brings me to the original point, and I'm never going to talk about this shit at all. I'm never going to talk about this shit at all anymore. Brings me back to my point that I tried that we've been talking about for weeks. Niggas is not the tables, and niggas is not gatekeepers. You niggas have no fucking gates. Fuck it. Gate is for the week, man. I'll see y'all on Friday. I'll see y'all on Friday with For Better or Worse, and I'll see y'all on Saturday, Caps and Crowns, before we go on break, man. I love y'all. Peace, love, prosperity. I'm out.
Hi, hello, wake up. Yeah, wake up. I said wake up! Get your ass up! Get your ass up! Get your ass up!
Alright, so let's wake up. Wake your ass up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake your ass up.
Get your ass up! Wake your bitch ass up, Lucky Charms.